If you have a 3-quart Instant Pot, you're going to want a half a gallon of milk and another quart of half and half. Together it's going to equal 3 quarts. Pour the milk and half into a big pot, probably 6 to 8 quarts, and start stirring slowly. After 10-15 minutes, it's going to start getting foamy and it's going to smell a little bit like flan. What you need to do is test the temperature. If it's up to 180, you're done. Now that it's at 180, I'm going to remove the pot and turn off the heat. Put the pot into your fridge and let it sit there until it cools off. When it's at 80 degrees, you're ready. Take the cooled off milk and pour it into your Instant Pot. If you take a closer look, you'll see that 3 quarts fits exactly to the rim. You can find the yogurt making instructions in the Breaking the Vicious Cycle book right here on page 157. And the directions go for 2 pages long. Specifically, you need to use a starter to continue your next batch, and you can't use the SCD Yogurt as a starter for the next round. So here's what you need to do. On Breaking the Vicious Cycle website, you'll see that the yogurt starter has to have LACTOBACILLUS BULGARICUS. It also has to have STREPTOCCUS THERMOPHILUS. The LACTOBACILLUS acidophilus, usually abbreviated as L. acidophilus, is optional, but you gotta have these 2 guys in your ingredients. Most people use the Dannon yogurt, and you should look for the plain whole milk because the other 2 have pectin. So make sure you're getting this container, okay? And it should say made with whole milk. You don't want the other kind, like the low fat or the non-fat. Make sure that it has all of the cultures that's required, including the other ones that are optional. If you're doing a 3-quart mixture, then all you need to do is 1/4 cup per quart, or calculate that to be 3/4 of yogurt starter to go into your Instant Pot with the 3-quart mixture. If you use the GI Pro starter, you're going to need to add 1/8 of a teaspoon for 2 quarts, and since I have 3 quarts, I'm going to add about 1/8 plus 1/16, pretty much like the tip of a teaspoon. This seems to be about 1/8 plus 1/16, and all you need to do is whisk it so it's well mixed. Put the yogurt setting on the Instant Pot and make sure it says 24. That's all, and you're going to leave it for 24 hours. This is some of the skin which I like to take off. And it's starting the countdown. Now don't use the Instant Pot lid because it's going to take the smell of other foods that you've cooked and it's going to infuse the yogurt. Instead, what I do is I take the lid for the pot and I leave it there for 24 hours. The Instant Pot will beep when the yogurt is done after 24 hours, and it's going to have a YOGT on the setting screen. This is the yogurt. You might have some discoloration, but if you go in, that's your texture. I'm emptying all of the yogurt into a single 3-quart jar that I got from the dollar store. And I'm putting it in the fridge. So take your yogurt from the fridge. I like to use unsweetened shredded coconut and mixed berries crumbled. And don't forget the honey, because that's the best part. And you're done. Time for the taste test.